Adding urgent 2K to the price of your product is not the right way of doing business. You may think you are doing it well, but sis, bro, I'm here to tell you you are doing it all wrong. And today I'll be sharing with you the right way you should price your product, pricing mistake you are doing that you should correct, and the right things you should do that would help your business grow. Welcome back to my community now. Let's jump in. Now, when it comes to pricing products, people have different opinion. What I want to let you know is before you price, you should have a formula for pricing. You don't just wake up and like, I'm feeling vibes on vibes. The first thing you should be aware of is your overhead costs. How much are you spending apart from the cost price? I'll use an example of going to the local market. So let's say you are doing local sourcing. You are not importing on your own yet, right? Or you are importing on your own, but this time you want to go to the market to source an item locally. Let's use my chain and earring for instance. And I sell this too in case you want. Send a DM to my business Instagram page. My rep would attend to you, right? So let's say I got this chain and earring set from the market for 3,000 naira. And I feel like, I got it for 3K. And because it's a low priced product or low cost product, I feel like, I should not add much to it. Let me just add 800 and sell it for 3,800. Guys, I just ran at a loss if I decide to do that. Now, let me explain how I'm going to calculate how to sell this chain and earring for you. I went to the market. I did not fly. Ọwọ́ Olúwa ń bẹ lórí ayé mi o, ó ń gbé mi fò, ó ń gbé mi sáré. Mi ò fò lọ market, I didn't fly. Even though the hand of God is upon me, I will not fight in the market. So if I took a ride or I jumped public transport or anyhow I got to the market, I have to calculate it. So if I want to buy this at the local market, I won't go to the market to buy only this. Let's say I bought 30 pieces of this and I bought some other item. And if we count one by one, every item I got in the market is, let's say, 50 pieces. And let's say 240 to the market costed me 20,000. If you have to take Uber to your house, so let's say going and coming back, we assume it is 20,000. So we first do 20,000 naira over 50. You bought 50 pieces of item. So that will be 400 naira each on each product for your overhead cost. If I'll pack this item in a case, so the case costs 300 naira too. Plus that made it 3,600. Now, depending on the item, if it's high cost or low cost, you should put a miscellaneous. That means how much you are spending as overhead cost. So this could be for staff, light, space, your physical store, your internet, your data. Of course, you're not going to put all of this in one item, right? So for this, I can decide to put 800 naira. This is giving me 4,400. How much is my paper bag per one? So for this, if I'll set this alone, I'll be using a small paper bag. Let's say that's 300. So this is 4,700 naira. After this 4,700, depending on the kind of product and depending on the kind of markup you use, you can use 50%. For some, it depends on your niche and your industry. For some industry, you can use 50%. For some industry, you can use 30%. For some industry, you can use 70%. So I leave it to what you decide you want to use. But for this calculation, I'll use 50%. So you're going to do 50% of 4,700. 4,000 times 50%. 2,350. So I'll add 4,007 plus 2,350. That gives me 7,050 naira for this product. But because it's a low cost item, we may do like 30%. We may not have to do up to 50%, right? So if you are doing 30% of 4,700 times 30%, that's 1,140, 1,014. So I'll just add 15247. This gives me the price of this product for 6,200 naira. If you do not calculate from your overhead cost, transportation, and all that, and you feel like, oh, I bought for 3K, let me add 1,500. I'll sell for 4,500. You just run at a loss. That's loss if you sell at 4,500 without calculating your expenses. And hit the like button. This will help you to know this video is valuable and push it out to more people that need to see this content. Also, do well to share. Thank you. So that is why you should not just sit down and say, oh, this is how much I'm selling a product. I remember when we stocked some item and my assistant was asking me, how much I'm selling this item. I said, I do not know yet. I have not calculated it. So just give me time. You can post and push out the item, you know the prices already. This one, give me time. So I have to sit down and calculate the price. I will not just say, oh, This is the cost price 5k. Let me sell for 6 5 7k. That's what they call AJ. Yo, you're doing tit tit tat tat tit tit tat tat. None. It is tat. And because this item is a low priced item, we could not add a lot of other overhead costs that we should have had. Now let me give you another proper breakdown so that you can understand better. Let's assume you sell wigs and you bought a particular wig for 40,000 naira. And the day you went, you bought like, let's say, 30 pieces or thereabouts. So your transportation to buy that wig is 500. That's because you bought other things like 1 5 for miscellaneous. So depending on the price of the item, I put extra fee, like it could be 1,000, it could be 500, it could be 2,000, it depending on the price on the item. So it is in that 2,000, I am putting in my salary for staff, my data for internet, and all that. You have a physical store, you put in light, your space, and all that. I put a 1 5 down on a table after I have done transportation. So if you run adverts, Uncle Mark, your markup to get one customer to buy that wig could cost you, let's say, 5,000 naira. So put how much it costed you to acquire that customer. Add it. That gives me 47,000 naira. Your packaging, your paper bag, if you do paper bag, do you put it in a box? If you do box, you have to add your box. Someone like me, I sell gift item. Before I calculate the amount for that gift, we would include the price of boxes, because the box is free for you, but the box is not free for me. At times when I restock boxes, I'm like, hey, it's going to feel like I just bought like a whole stock box, no product box. So if you're not putting in this price, you'll be run at loss. So if your paper bag, your box, all that you use cost 1,000, put 1,000. Team, I give my customer free gifts. Like me, I do free cards on all others, but it's not free. I used to add my money. So the other is coming to free card, best bet, you paid for that card. So some people actually give their clients free gifts. Maybe they sell air, maybe like a free serum to maintain it, or they give them like a free place where they can put the wig, a free bonnet where they can, keep it. Add your free stuff. It's not free for you, it's free for the client. That free stuff, you only add the cost price. So not like you're buying it to resell. So if the is this thing recording? I hope so. It may be free for the customer, but it is not free for you. You are going to pay to get the item, right? Then if you are selling wigs, you can afford to do a 50% profit. See, let me tell you something. When it's time to add markup for products, some people feel guilty and say, why am I doing 50%? It's much. Let me just do 30%. Let me have the fear of God. I have the fear of God. But fear of God in business is you giving them quality products, integrity, a good customer service. Like, do you get? Bible wants you to be wise and smart. Fear of God is not adding 10%. There are times losses even come. Don't even let me talk about losses. There was time I paid for something in China, 100k. Till today, I didn't see that product. That's a loss. Where will you remove the loss? Where? Is it me that will pay you? It's from your profits. So losses too would come. So you have to price your markup. Do not go less than 30%. 50% is like a standard. After you've calculated all other factors, I'm not saying you buy something for 40k, you now say 50%, you now sell for 60k. Trust me, by the time you remove all your expenses, it's not going to pay you. Right? So if you calculate 50% and you check the market price, and 50% is actually quite high. So it depends on your industry. For some industry, 50% can be high. For some industry, 50% can even be low. So you have to understand your industry. Also make research. People in your industry, how much are they selling this kind of products? I'm not saying go and copy their price and sell at your own price. No. So that would also help you to know if your markup is low or high or it's okay. 24,000, that would be 72,000 naira. So the selling cost for that hair would be 72k. As I said, if you check your industry and it is much, you to reduce it. You have to understand some niche. Some prices are ridiculous by the time you are done calculating. So you have to understand the general markup for your niche. For some it's 40%, for some it's 50. For some niche, you can buy something and sell it times 200%. Nobody's gonna know. And you're going to work free. Like say so people like you, if you just sell like 4 items a day, like four daily, you're already having high profit. So compared to someone even selling 10 daily, I must also add that fear of God is you buying a product of 15,000 naira, even though it is more expensive. but you know that your clients would get better value for their money. If you buy one in the local market, you would understand this. You want to buy a trouser, they will tell you this one is 9K, this is 12K. This one would last for 2 years or 3 years. This one would last for 6 months. The fear of God is buying the best for your customer. So when you want to sell it, you sell it with your full chest. Do not say, let me buy the low priced item, still now sell it at a higher cost so I can make profit. No, don't do that. Everyone I buy from, both import and local shipping or local sourcing, I mean, they know that you don't give me low quality I won't take it. Don't recommend low quality. They know. Don't, if it's low quality, don't show me. I'm not interested. The quality has to reach to a particular standard. In fact, I wanted to buy something and I was telling the girl to choose for me. She said, ah, no, you are difficult to choose for. Oh. If I recommend for you now, you say, ah, you don't want it. You want quality. I will give you quality. You will not be, you don't trust my words. So I carefully unpick my product because I want to sell at my price and my mind is at rest. You are not coming for me like, ah, see the products I bought. You know, if I buy a product and customers are complaining, I'm not restocking again, you know. So that is where you put in your fear of God and you align it right. Strongly recommend this my video on great mistake you are making that are not making your business grow. There are mistakes that as business owner, if you continue with those mistakes, your business will not grow. And I want your business to grow. So when you watch this and you implement, I would like to see you in the next level. Click and watch and enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Bye.